Now, we were saying attachments will really help to extend and maximize your investment with your Today's Showstopper. And even if you are watching at home and you've got a different version, it doesn't matter, and I know that Casey will talk about that. This is a fantastic introductory price of $159.42. You're basically going to be saving about $40 here, just a touch shy. 510062. We have 5 interest-free pays of $31.89 to get this home, and these really are probably the most requested and most used, I would say, wouldn't you?
This is absolutely the most popular attachment pack of all time with KitchenAid because it gives you so much. It gives you everything you need to take that KitchenAid stand mixer and transform it into a total food prep station in your own home. It does so much more than just mix, right? We know that. I've shown you some great demonstrations where it's kneading and it's whipping. But on top of that, remember that universal hub drive I was showing you earlier? If you have a KitchenAid stand mixer from the 1970s, it will work. If you have one from the 50s, it will work. It's universal. If you have a KitchenAid stand mixer that's not the Pro 600, it will work. I'm just going to turn this a bit so you can see that head on. All I did, just to put that in, I want to show you super duper easy, is you just insert square peg into the square hole, tighten it up with the screw. So we're giving you the meat grinder. Actually, I should just call it the grinder because you can do so much more than meat in here. Breadcrumbs, feed your bread through, get the breadcrumbs out. I will do some meat and show you that in 1 second, but I also want to point out that you're getting my favorite, the Rotor Slicer Shredder, which gives you 2 different slicing options and 2 different shredding options, depending on which cone you use. All metal. Everything with KitchenAid when it comes to these attachments is top of the line quality. So it is really, really durable. On top of that, we're giving you the fruit and vegetable strainer. If you want to do baby food, if you want to puree foods, it just fits onto that meat grinder attachment with a slight modification, and you could run your tomatoes through here and do a salsa and get rid of all the seeds. Whatever you want to do, it is right here. Jams, when preserve season comes, this comes in very, very handy. But first, let's start off with something I really enjoy, is grinding my own meats. Because when you do it yourself and you do it at home, by the way, you have 2 options.
You know what you're getting, and you know what you're putting in. You know, is it the leftovers, or are you getting the quality?
Is it the beak or is it the breast?
Exactly.
I think I would rather have the chicken breast.
Yes.
So that's what I've got here, some cut up chicken breast. So no matter what you're making, you know, we did the meatloaf earlier using the chicken breast and the ground beef as well. Using steak. So even if you use your backyard barbecue tonight, instead of those same old frozen burgers with, you know, I guarantee when you read the package, it doesn't say beef frozen. That's not what's going in there, right?
Going in there.
I can even put my herbs in here, which is so fantastic. So I feed them through the top. I've got onion. If you're doing sausages, you know, we also have a sausage stuffing attachment, which is very popular. Put all of your herbs in here, your chicken. I'm just going to get a little bit going, and then what I'll do is I'll grab the hopper. There's a tool that comes along with it. Now, I've got it on a very low power. I've only got it on level 2. When you get really good, you can crank up the power on it. But I just want you to see how it works. Here's my tool right here. So this helps to push, and it also helps to unscrew the attachment itself. So really handy, and of course KitchenAid thinks of everything. Now I'll turn up the power because I'm ready. And you just press down those ingredients, and it's a hopper. It pushes it through. There is my parsley, my onion, my garlic, my ground chicken. If you don't recognize this ground chicken, then you've never had real ground chicken, because this is the way it ought to look, and this is the natural way of having it. Now that you've got the tools with KitchenAid, why not? Why not save a ton of money by doing it yourself, number 1. Number 2, taking control of your family's health.
Absolutely.
Cutting out the extra salt, because we all know a ton of salt is added to make everything taste more palatable when it's not truly as fresh as it could be. And then we've got the rest of our ingredients in there. Give it a little push. Even if you're making meatballs, your own homemade meatballs, whatever it is, now we've got it nice and tidy. I like to take skewers, soak some long skewers, make a meat mixture like this, and then form it onto the end of the stick. Yeah, and then just broil it. until it's done, and then the kids get to pick up the little meat on a stick and dip it into something if they want. I'll make my own honey mustard for them.
This could be a lasagna stuffing. It could be a cannelloni.
Absolutely, this is your pasta filling. And, you know, you go to so much trouble to make your own pasta sauce, and then you throw in store-bought ground meat and wonder why it doesn't taste like that favorite restaurant you go to, maybe. This is the way to do it. Instead of paying a premium and having a butcher do it, you can do it yourself and get that quality at home whenever you want it. So that is our grinding attachment.
And as you said, this is a combination of the favorites, the most coveted, the most used and requested. This is almost a $200 value that you're getting here at this price. I should say about $195. You're getting it for $159.42. You actually even have those 5 interest-free pays. If you really want to maximize your Today Showstopper and you are all about the fresh ingredients, you have to deal with some certain issues now as far as allergies in the family. You just want fresh, beautiful tasting foods. This is your own little factory.
Is that too much to ask? I just want.
I know.
And
you know what? You actually
even
pay more for some of those pre-cut things. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You pay more.
And they've been
for
sitting
them.
there for how long?
And it's when you have the right tools, it just makes it so simple. Something like the slicer disc that I'm using now. Again, you turn up the power, then the results are just that much quicker. I've got the thin slice on here. Look at this. If I did a zucchini au gratin, if I use the vegetables, I'll often use the shredder attachment for my vegetables and throw it into my pasta sauce where the kids cannot see what I put in there. Also on the top, you've got 2 little doors to open. 1 or 2. If you open both of them at the same time, it's great. You can fit in a large item, like a potato, for example. But if you're doing just a little tiny radish and you want to keep it from bouncing all around in there, just toss in your radish. But how fast to make a salad, or if you've got some root vegetables, you can do a root vegetable with dressing, which I will be doing. Here's a sweet potato. Toss it in there. Look at that. I mean, if I have to slice, first of all, it's all uniform.
I was going to say that thin.
If I had to slice a sweet potato this thin, there would be a Band-Aid involved. So I love this for that. So many things I would never normally tackle, I do using my KitchenAid attachments.
Excellent. And again, you also have, really the favorites here, whether it is the Rotor Slicer shredder, the food grinder, or that fruit vegetable strainer. We have it for you today at an introductory price. You do have those 5 interest-free easy pay. There's a $20 mail-in rebate
on top of that.
Awesome.
It's all about the value, the deals today. All right,
so
great.
Under $140 then. So let's do the math here. I mean, this is such a fantastic buy. It's basically about, let me see here, about what, $40?
Okay, well,
I've been $43.
I've been coming here with KitchenAid for many, many, many years now, and I can tell you that on a showstopper day, come the end of the day, there are none of these kits left. So isn't
that interesting?
It always, always goes.
And can I also tell you something else that maybe you don't know? If you're buying your Today Showstopper with those 9 interest-free pays today, I believe you can actually up your easy pays with this to 9 easy pays. I'm pretty sure that you can, so be aware of that, all right?
Very interesting.
1-888-2020-888 is our toll-free number. Our website, theshoppingchannel.com. More with Casey and myself. Remember, this is just the beginning.